Hey friends, Lee Brown here with your Realtor educational moment for the day. And yes, I'm outstanding in my field. In fact, it's not mine, but it could be yours. This is a 26-acre parcel we've got on the market. But I wanted to talk to you about the questions that you should ask and the things that your realtor will help you with when you're buying land. The first one you should know is, can I do what I want with it? Now, if you're buying land for a hunting lease, you might want to make sure you've got a place that you can hunt. There's no restrictions for your area, but of course you got to abide by all of the times for different seasons. If you want to do something residential, you've got to make sure that you've got the ability to put a house on the parcel in the place that you want. If you're looking to do commercial, is it going to support the needs that you have for parking and landscaping and road frontage and access? If you're looking for development, again, you've got to have road frontage and access and be able to plat the property. Now, maybe you want to have horses. Hey, in Cabarrus County, where I am, everybody that comes out this way says, I'd like to have a horse. Well, you need to know the municipal code for how much acreage you need for horses, for poultry, for livestock, for doing what you want with the property. All of that is going to happen in the workup to you buying this land. Now, one of the big things you'll hear talked about and you need to be aware of when you're buying land is, how are we going to deal with utilities? Some parcels of land will be on the lines for city water and sewer. Then you got to check on tap fees, which is the money you'll pay to tap into the line. Sometimes you have county water and sewer, again, same question. But then you're going to have parcels like this one, which are going to be on well and septic. So you want to make sure you've got good groundwater for a well, which you'll measure in gallons per minute, and make sure that you've got good access. Some areas have low water pressure. These are things a local realtor can tell you about. And then with septic, you'll hear septic systems talked about in terms of a couple things. The first thing you hear people ask is, will it perk? What a perk test is a soil test to make sure that, well, how do we say this kindly, that what goes out of you can effectively disperse throughout your land. Is that a nice way to say it? Because you have septic drain fields and we have repair areas, and septic science is actually its own special piece of work. Some areas don't have the right kind of soils. There's parts of Cabarrus County which have this weird yellow soil called bull tallow. Bull tallow is not your friend with a septic system, but some really good sandy fertile soil, well, I mean, it's already fertile, but it gets more fertile. Yay! You might be able to do an environmental designed system, which we affectionately refer to in the business as a grinder pump. Some people call it low pressure. There's lots of different names for it, but it can add significant cost to your property, so you've got to budget that in. It also, though, makes a piece of property usable in this era of technology and really applicable environmental science. The other thing you want to know about your parcel is time frame. Some areas have restrictions as to when you have to start and finish building, others don't. But this is going to be something you want to know in advance because, for example, if you're looking to buy land right now to stay out of the bid wars that are happening all across the market, you should know that it's going to be a little tricky to build right now because you've got to find a builder who's going to be able to find a crew. And if he finds a crew, can he get a hold of the materials? Because materials cost are high. However, if you're buying this land so that you can build on it when the time is right, if you've got all your ducks in a row, it can make great sense to have elbow room and the one commodity that they're not making any more of, and that's dirt. For more information about buying land or more tips from your favorite local realtor, give me a call. My team and I would love to help.